name's 80. Welcome back to King's Nation. I'm here with June, and we're here today to talk about how we feel about clans and like how important they are to the community. How do we feel? Are they cringy? Are they okay? Like, what's up? How do you feel about your clan, my dude?
How I feel about my clan, we're active. The main part is it gets people together, it gets friends
Hmm.
involved, meet new people, we go have some fun, we compete, we are competitive, but we love to have that fun.
And how do you feel about fake Spartans? What's your outtake
Uh,
on that?
if you're talking about like non-canon, it's them, they're making their stories. I say
Nah,
it's okay. Or are you talking about like people
not
who
non
act
again.
as fake Spartans?
They people
Like
they
didn't
act like they're fake Spartans. Like they don't
and
have
who
like
didn't
they
go
put their
through the
tags on, but
conscription?
they don't really. Right,
Didn't
right,
go,
right. How do you feel about
yeah.
that?
I mean, if you don't like take the time to actually do the training that you should
Hmm.
know as that you're playing the Spartan, I don't think you should be
Yeah.
them because that's fake. You don't know what your person's good at. You're not good at the same weapons, and it doesn't make you like the Spartan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I
So would you say it's
believe.
okay to? Yeah. I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead,
Go ahead.
sorry.
So would you say if someone was good at sniping, right, and they wanted to be a Spartan that sniped, but they were a fake Spartan, and they didn't go through the training, but they were really good at what that Spartan actually does. How do you feel about that?
I'd say still you need to go through the training. Because you need to know how the
Um,
Spartan did it. You need to know how they worked,
mhm.
how they did their missions, how they acted, and what they would do.
Right,
Everything
right.
comes into it. When you follow the lore, you read about it, know what you
Hmm.
gotta do as a Spartan.
Right, right. Alright, alright. So my intake on fake Spartans are, I mean, technically we're all fake Spartans if you really think about it, because
Yeah.
it goes down all the way back to like Halo 1 and when people wanted to be like Spartans, and they came up with the training program and all that. So unless you were pretty much you have a trainer who follows down that line, that's someone from the OG days, where then technically you're all kind of fake, cuz like so anyone can just get up one morning and go, I want to be a Spartan and I want to start making other Spartans, and that's how that kind of snowballs into it. And they follow the lore and all that. But for me, I feel like canon Spartans. I don't. There's nothing wrong with canon Spartans. I just feel like it's almost a waste of time because like it's like what 6, 12 months, almost a year.
Yeah, considering on what you're doing, but also throughout that year, you're part of a clan. You get the learning experience,
Right,
and you're,
right.
learning lore. But yeah, some people
The
may
clan
find it
part is
wasteful.
fine, and learning the lore
Yeah.
is fine. But like the training, because like how much training does one need to actually be a Spartan? Like I get like if you want to be a sniper, you have to practice your sniping skills, and that's something you can practice. But at the end of the
Well,
day, the most you
depending
can
on
really
what
train
kind of
for
Spartan
is your
you want to
tactics.
be. If you're gonna be like a Spartan 3, it takes
Yeah,
maybe a year less. If you want to be an
it takes
S2, could
less.
take up when you want to be an S2 could take up to a year to 2 years. Just depends
Hmm.
on what your conscriptor wants to do with you and how you
And would
they
you say?
train you.
And would you say when you want to become a Canon Spartan 3, something that's like really serious in the community, you feel like you have to change your personality? Like if you're like pretty much a smartass type of dude, you can't be like 117, right?
No, nobody can really ultimately hold 117 tags unless you were conscripted on Halo 1.
Right, right. But just as an example, like if you're like a dude that always tells jokes, it can't be someone serious like 117, right?
Yeah.
Your personality kind of has to
Your personality has to
fit.
match the person that you're training to be. That's why
Right.
conscriptors work with you. They watch you, they train you for a little bit, then they get on with the conscription part of teaching you everything about the Spartan. Half the conscription is depending on whether or not what Spartan you become.
Right. And when you say like it kind of gets not tedious but a little boring for when you go into a mentality of a game where you're supposed to play to have fun, and this is technically just role playing, and then you have someone who constantly yells in your face and like has to be military trained, like yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, yes no ma'am, and it breaks it down and they take it too serious. Do you think that it kind of ruins the experience of training, even though it's
Uh,
role play? But you think
yeah.
what I'm getting
Sometimes,
at?
taking it too serious is too far because it is just a
Hmm.
game. But there's a certain level you take it to. Like, hey, if you want to be here and listen and learn how to become the Spartan you want to be, then pay attention. You don't have to be
Right,
straight
right.
up like the most absurd. Because trust me, guys, I've seen tons of people who have been super more serious than me and I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
And then in my head, I'm like, okay, they're taking it way too far. This is like no longer game matter. These guys are like life and death for them mattered to them
Mm-hmm.
in this game, and they took it really far.
How many clans have you been in?
I've been, say about 5 to 6, and
Have you ever been in a Covenant clan?
Nope, only been with UNSC.
All
clans.
UNSC?
All UNSC.
Were they all legit, like, or have you joined ones that were like just for fun and like shits and giggles?
There's been one I joined for shits and giggles, but the rest of them were serious and doing things that we all loved.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be in a Covenant clan? Like the difference is?
I actually have, but then we've met some Singili bloodlines, and we've worked close with those clans because they didn't like the Covenant ways. They didn't like to kill all people. They didn't like firing the Halos because they knew the true meaning of what it would mean, the end of everybody. So
Right, right.
I've worked closely with some Singilis before, and they've been really cool. We've worked together before on the battlefield, and we've fought together.
How do you feel about Oni?
Say again.
How do you feel about Oni?
Ooh, how do I feel about Oni? Other than I've worked for them a little bit. Oni missions are, somewhat actually serious to the Halo community because the Oni are essentially the top people who also run the Halo community. The Halo community is kept alive by people that have been inserted into high clans and have made very big clans where they're one of the top dogs. The clan I'm in is like one of the top dogs that's up there,
Right.
and that does stuff with Oni. That means we either kill people who have gamer tags that we go after. Like I was legit sent after 4 people, and they were all taken down in the next 4 days.
So, how would you feel if you were in a clan and you're pretty tight with the leader of the clan, right? And he was a Spartan.
You okay?
But then other clan.
Sorry, my dog
Huh?
is my Chihuahua's having a bad dream. Go ahead.
Oh, so how would you feel if you had a clan leader that you know for a while and he's pretty cool with you, and other clans claim that he's a fake Spartan? How do you deal with that? Like, do you go
How
based
would
on
you
loyalty,
deal with that?
or yeah?
I would say go based on knowledge. So what he gave me his old conscriptor gamer tag. Say if somebody did that, I'd say here's what I do. I go to their conscriptor. Conscriptor, how long were they in here? Can I get their issue numbers? Can I get their CIN and their MID codes? Your CIN and your MID codes are actually put into Halo lore. They're actual codes that were given to the Spartan. Those codes that you get actually means you are the true Spartan that you're conscripted as.
So would that if it was true or not? Does that affect your relationship with your clan leader? Would you still be in a clan of that magnitude?
Sometimes no, because they betrayed our trust and they lied to us, and then they represent oh yeah, we're just want to slap tags on. No, we'll be this and that. Like my buddy who had John tags never gave him his CIN or his MID, and he was fake. So I left. It's like I can't be.
But
part
did you
of
have fun in the
something
clan?
Not really, no. I didn't.
No.
The clan,
So if you had fun in the clan, Nick, you were close to a lot of people, would you stay, or would you bounce?
if me not being stressed, I'd probably leave. I wouldn't really be there. I still friends, like I still do. I still talk to some old clan members. Part of the first clan I joined on Halo 5. I still talk to them, and we're still very good friends to this day.
I see. So with me, how I look at it is like I was part of sitcom. I was trained to be a Spartan 4. I was actually the leader of Apex, and that was like really cool. It's really fun to actually play when you're a squad leader, because then if you're good at giving commands and like strategies and all that, people listen to you, as long as they don't talk back and like think their way's better, And then I left, just took a break from the clan because I had a lot of like, I had a breakup and I got depressed and I didn't play any games, and I came back, but they weren't answering my calls, so I went over to a different clan. And that clan fell apart, but I was being trained as a Spartan 2, and that was or Spartan 4 or whatever. And no, wait, Spartan 2. Which one's 117? He's Spartan 2, right?
He's a Spartan 2.
Yeah, okay, so 2. I always get mixed up. So Spartan 2, and learning the lore, it was fun. But when you were put into like, oh, do a test and all that, I got to like school realm, and I'm like, I'm here to play a game. I don't mind being like training like on the maps and practicing sniping and like tactics and protocol and roll call and call outs. But when you have to like start doing tests and all that, that's when it kind of stops being fun, because it's supposed to be a game, And when it comes to like non-canon, if your clan is a fake Spartan or not, it's almost kind of a little more fun, because then you have people like attacking you more, or like trying to get at you. Because when I was part of a real Spartan 2 leader clan, no one really messed with us. We didn't have to deal with a lot of things, and it stopped being fun for me. I like it where if like clans under attack, either by Oni or whatever, it was still fun, be on high edge alert. It felt like we were trying to be like something new in an old system. And it was fun, but it was just like at one point it just gets too hectic.
Yeah, and there's been plenty of times I felt that way too, and I've left. And there's plenty of times where it's been great and I love being there, so I'm still there.
So like I said, you like Oni, right?
Essentially, the missions I did were for the community, yes, but the other things I've heard, not so much.
Like I'm kind of on the fence with Oni, even though I got to be in Oni for a little bit, like tiny bit. Like we weren't mercenaries or anything like that, but we were doing a lot of missions for Oni, and it was fun. But what I didn't like was like we did raids, and after like the raid was over, Oni characters were coming in and like starting to tell me what to do, and it's like, I don't know you. I know you're supposed to be higher up than even my clan leader, but it's essentially like having your mom tell you what to do, and then your dad tells you the opposite what to do, and you're like,
yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen that a lot. And there's sometimes I'm doing recruitment with my guys on Halo, and there comes in an Oni operative, and he's like, oh, I just want to see how your thing's going. I'm like, all right, well, you're here. See, you can look around. You want me to walk you through the map? I can. But other than that, you're in a recruitment. If you want to check up on the clan, send me a message. Talk to me in a regular custom game, not when we're recruiting for potential cadets and soldiers, please and thank you.
Right, because you don't want to scare them off. You want
to exactly. And when they see the tags
in.
Oni and they see headhunters join the game, they're like, oh shit! Could they be following my gamer tags? Because I've gotten legit gamer tags that I've had to search, follow, find, and kill, and then we ban them offline because they've done things to the community that were just wrong. In general.
Now, how does banning offline work? Like, what does that entail? Like, how does that work?
Entailing means, they've been tagged, they've been killed, they're not to be in any clan activities anymore, and,
So, would they have to start over?
Like they would have to start over, essentially. Yeah, they would have to start over, essentially, and choose what they would want to do. Do they want to do the right thing or the wrong thing?
Do they get to keep their gamer tag? Like, if it's not like a Spartan, if it's not a Halo gamer tag thing, like if it was like my gamer tag, King of Games, right? And someone listed that I was killed in action or whatever, do I have to change my gamer tag?
No, but that means you'll just, once you get back to clan activity, we'll be checking on you. We'll have people watch you. And depending on what you do is depending if we send in another, strike team or, someone known as a headhunter.
Right, what would be the purpose of going after another player?
The purpose of going after another player is if they've harassed other people, like keep coming into the games, killing them, or, cussing at them, being disrespectful, not following, not just listening, a disruptive nerd or a douchebag, And that's when it comes,
Well, do you think it gets a little excessive, though? Like, if you kill them once and then, like, they resurface and to just go back, you're kind of like disrupting like clan activities at that point.
Exactly. That's the whole point. If they disrupt clan activity over and over again, and then their name comes across my desk, hey, sorry, no hard feelings, but
But
I
like
got a job to uphold.
you as a headhunter, like if the guy keeps on resurfacing, and even though he's not really doing anything, you got his name, you got follow orders and go get him. Wouldn't you say
Mhm.
that's a little excessive and almost like not stalker, but more of like being
More
the
so
same
than
thing which you were going after in the first place?
exactly,
Because I'm
but
pretty sure a clan won't appreciate. That's why a lot of clans don't like owning for that little reason. Because
yeah,
you're trying to get new things, or new players trying to clean up
yeah,
their act and they learn their
yeah.
lesson. But their name gets
The,
across for
the
some
one thing
bullshit. And
we watch. Unity personnel
yeah,
can give them a chance. Only personnel will be there to watch them.
mm,
We might infiltrate the clan just as a regular cadet,
mm,
and sense of detail, we'll just be up close watching them. If they do anything, we
mm.
strike, we take them out before they hurt the clan. Simple as that.
Because
No harm, no foul.
I had experience with Oni, and it was kind of crazy because they were saying so. I guess there was a couple King of Games running around,
Mm-hmm.
and no one really documented the number.
Right.
So when I was first joining the clans, which was sitcom, and like I was set up by I think about Spartan 4 at that point, I still didn't really know much about the inner clan works of Oni and like things like
Mm-hmm.
that. So when someone came in the game and they didn't announce it, clan leader didn't announce it, just someone pops up, and when someone comes in, it could be an attack. You'd never know.
Never know.
So I was set up my squad at the rally point, and we hold them, and they weren't talking, and they kept on sending messages like stand down, stand down. I was like, who are you, and no one's talking.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying that I was an insurrectionist, and they got reports of a King of Games, but they didn't say 80 or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was weird, but it was fun because at the same time, like my clan leader, he stood up, he's like, he's new and all that, and people said, but his name is King of Games and he's on our list. And I was like, I didn't do anything unless I didn't know I did anything. Like, I'm just here. Like, I don't think I end up like fucking up a clan like by accident.
Well, to my
Like,
records of you haven't done anything wrong.
right. So it was just weird, and it turns out it was like a King of Games 7 or something like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
yo, can I like get his info because I need to take his number?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like I've ran into a couple of King of Games, and that was King of Games 5, King of Games 79, and try to, like I just want my gamer tag King of Games, I don't want that 80 there, even though it's been with me forever. But someone hasn't, I can't find that fucker.
Right.
But it was a crazy, weird experience for me, and that's why I kind of don't like Oni, because sometimes I feel like you have clan leaders who are super serious and you can't really joke around, but then you have Oni that they become the very thing no one really likes in the first place, and it becomes a hassle, and they think that they're better, which they technically are, but it's the person behind the persona is what makes it toxic.
What makes
You know what I
them
mean?
numb. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And there's been, fake Oni. People have
Right.
interpreted them to be Oni.
Oh, everyone, like, there's a whole, like, there's a fake sitcom, there's a fake TTW, there's a fake Oni and all that, and it's hard for especially new players to identify like which one's real, which one's fake. Like, I don't want to get in trouble, and fake Onis are people who try to be an Oni and it didn't work out.
Not necessarily.
Right, again.
Then then they'll oh hey, I'm just gonna be fake Oni one day. They'll put on like CICN or CINC. They're known as Oni tags of the leader of an Oni clan or something, or a jurisdiction, and then they'll be in there and they'll be like, all right, guess what? You're on the list. I'm here to get you. And you're like, right, what Oni are you with? And then they'll try to lie their best. And then then they won't get it, and then you're like, oh, well, you're fake Oni. And Oni personnel are to have tags tags with them. And
So
if
say that
you
last
guys,
part again.
um, can't figure out the last part, but like
Fake Oni.
yeah, there's fake Oni out there, so they'll like put on CINC tags, which are
Mm-hmm.
better known as Oni leader tags, and they'll disguise themselves, say, "Hey, we're here to get this person," when really they're like fakes and they're insurrectionists and they're here like just to mess with the clan. And that's why
Right.
Oni personnel are given tags that they must show when they're speaking to a high up officer, or if they're requested.
Have you ever dealt with like misunderstandings and like things that weren't right, like
Yes,
false
I've
reports and
definitely,
things like that?
yeah, false reports. I've definitely had to deal with that myself a couple of times. And,
Mm.
I've had to deal with people that have been tagged as insurrectionists, but, they didn't do no harm. They didn't do no foul.
Right. And would you say that's due because your clan wars happen and then like one clan gets butt hurt then because the other one lost or whatever?
Yeah, in that case, yeah, some clans could do that. Then they already send it to the personnel, and they're like, okay, well, it's not going to look so well. Then, yeah, that necessarily does happen.
Because again, sitcom. I guess here I don't know because there was rumors that I was part of the fake sitcom and there's a real sitcom, but I enjoyed my clan regardless if they were fake, if the clan was fake or not. I was there not for the title of the clan. I was there for the people. I enjoyed my clan leader. He was fun. I enjoyed my commanding officer, Bravo. He was cool and lit. He was funny. He gave me a sixth sense in the game when I was about to be assassinated because every time we'll play a game or whatever, he started assassinating me after like assassinate every time. And then one day I just started to get a sixth sense when he was behind me. I just turned around and he was like, "Hey King, how'd you know?" I go, "You done it too much." I'm like, so I just know now like when he's behind me. And then that's when a lot of problems start happening where people are like saying, "Oh, this sitcom is insurrectionist," but we were still following the rules. So have you ever experienced that where a clan leader may be fake but still following all the rules?
No, I have not. I really haven't come across clan leaders that have been fake unless, they're actual Unity personnel that pretend to be fake and I find out about it. But yeah, I've experienced that sometimes, but hardly any. And if I do, I actually go get the acquired information that I need to get, and then I move on with my studies. If I find out, hey, they're actually doing wrong, then I'll take care of them. I'll deal with them the appropriate way.
So you're more of a serious clan leader, like go by the books type of guy, right?
I was more a serious Oni operative known as a headhunter. Yes, I love to do my studies, but I did it the right way. I didn't want to do anything the wrong way, because if I messed up, then I know I could be hurting actual people, and they would be really
And starting,
upset.
like how were starting? Like, did you care about this, like all the fakeness and all the stuff in it?
Once I
Did you
found out
care,
how
or
it was, like people were being fake, I was like, kind of don't like it, because they ruin it for the rest of us who's actually worked hard for this.
Right, that's true, that's true.
But if you want to
I
go
would
take
hate,
the
like-
time and go through it, then
Yeah.
yeah, go through it.
Like, cause I see both sides. I see why it's a big deal for someone claiming to be a Spartan when they're not. Because if I went to, which I did, I went like 4 months for a Spartan 4 thing, I think, or 6 or 5 months. But like if I put in like almost a year worth of training, which is tedious and learning about lore and pretty much going to school for Halo technically, and then some guy comes around just saying, "Hey, I'm a Spartan," wants to be a Spartan, and then just does all this shit. It's kind of like a slap in the face. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like I just feel like any clan. I think no matter what game you really go to, it's gonna be hectic. Like I remember when Halo 4, or no, we were on Halo 5. So when Halo 5 first came out, me and my brother were button heads because every game has a clan. There's a community for it, right?
Yeah, there's always a community for certain things in certain games that have become very popular.
So let me ask. So could Call of Duty, like back, this is like during the time when Call of Duty Black Ops 3 came out and Halo 5 came out, could Black Ops 3 could have had a clan like Halo does?
Essentially, if you're talking Yeah, they could have, because
How
they
it
could have.
works.
Yeah,
They have
it would have been
meetings and like,
different. Yeah, it would have been
yeah.
different though. But yeah, I expect like there's actually could be some sort of there could be clans on
Mhm.
this game that we play. Black Ops 4, the brand new one. I bet there is.
Right.
You get a bunch
Probably.
of group members together. I bet there is.
Cause so me and my brother we had a debate, and because I joined a clan and it was my first time joining com, which was sitcom, and I wanted to go by the books and like be like, hey, I may not be good at the game, but best believe like I'm gonna be like your most active player,
Oh yeah.
and especially how raids work. Pretty much raids were like you had a time limit or whoever just quits, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a time limit, and
So
then there's
whoever just quit.
either if they quit. Yeah. If they leave the game, they
So
surrender.
the,
They quit. Either way. Yeah. It ends.
so the funny thing was when it came to them just quitting, everyone was on like a different time, a different coast than I was. So like
Mhm.
when I would be getting up, everyone would be kind of like be in the middle of the night or something like that, and I would stay up almost 24/7. So it almost appeared like I was always on, never gone to bed. So I was like up like 24/7 to them.
Mhm.
So it was fun reading, like going in the raids, and I did have one time every one of my let backed out, but I was still there trying to get there, and then there's like people with tanks just shoot me when I spawn and all that, but I kept on coming and coming, and like they just gave up because they're just tired of me, like kept on showing up.
Mhm. And then essentially, if
So
they
it's
all left
funny.
and you stayed, you won. Yeah.
Right, so my brother, then he joined the clan, and it was for Call of Duty. And so I'm like, how can you have a clan on Call of Duty, when we have Forge, we can build our maps, we can build our bases. Call of Duty can't. Like, what would they do? Go into like what, Nuketown custom games and just sit around in the bus and discuss like things? Like, granted, you guys can have your ranks because it's military, so you can go based on the military ranks. But you couldn't really have an air force because they don't have flying vehicles like they do in Battlefield. And Call of Duty, I mean, at least in Halo, we had Wasp, we had the Hornet.
Uh huh.
So potentially we could have,
Falcon.
we don't have we have Falcon, and we couldn't really have a Navy because there's no water vehicles,
Yeah.
But we still do for some weird reason.
Yeah.
But so that was my thing. I was like, you can't really have any vehicles, and you can't do any raids,
Mhm.
unless it's a 4v4 custom match game. So
Yeah.
to me, it was like me and my brother were like, which community, which more clan put in more work, which was more serious. And if it comes down to it, that goes to Halo because you have so much
Yeah.
things behind
So
Halo.
so much more to work with on Halo.
And it's not
than
me
there is
just
Call
being a
of Duty.
fanboy. It's not us being fanboys, ladies and gentlemen. It's just the fact that we have custom games where we can
more
do
opportunities
anything.
to do things. Yeah. Exactly.
We have Forge, which we can build rooms. We can build an arsenal. We're
Yeah.
not just limited to just 2 guns.
Yeah.
You can't really build. You don't really have a thing for
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
Black Ops. Yeah, there's no Forge. Yeah, you have essentially more things to work with on. You have more tools, things you can use on Halo than you can on essentially Black Ops. That's why a lot of people have taken
Right.
the Halo community. That's why it's so big. The franchise keeps growing because of new things they implemented and all that.
Yeah. So certain games can't really have like clans because
yeah.
it'd be hard. It'd be hard to work it. Like, you always have a community, but you can't really do like build a clan on Fortnite. Well, maybe
Yeah.
now you can, since there's that custom thing now.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
So like maybe like you can, because that's pretty much their Forge now. You can build, but it's not. I don't think it's not as good as Forge Halo.
Yeah.
But essentially it still kind of works the same. But it's just hard. So like, I guess I was trying to say is like, if you're going in, like you have a brother or sibling and you guys are both on different sides of which is better, Halo or Call of Duty or Destiny or Halo. And you can have clans on Destiny, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm in a clan on Destiny 2. I'm with my buddies who I hang out and play with, and yeah, we work together on there and we hang out, we have fun.
You know, it's just, I say this, instead of fighting on which game is better or which more clan is more important, just set up a time slot for that. Cause
Yeah.
don't be like me and my brother when we're going to war with each other over.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it was just crazy, and it doesn't matter what game is better than others. Even though I personally do feel like Halo is better than Call of Duty. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It doesn't matter, but I just feel like the reason why I feel like it's better is because Call of Duty, it's not a pay to win game, but for maps, new weapons, and all that, you have to buy it. Essentially.
Mhm.
You want it like,
Yeah.
for example, they have they have 2 new specialists, right?
Yeah, they got 2 new specialists.
You gotta pay for that, like
Mhm. You gotta buy it, and
the
when
new
they come
maps
out
you had to
for
buy.
like, yeah, new maps and everything, and then
For
there's
Halo, you don't.
there's new armor that on Halo. Or you can buy gold packs, or you get in the
Right.
random. Either way, you get it. You can either buy it or you can get it for free. There's an option of free on Halo than there is on Black Ops.
And Matt. Right.
Yeah.
And there's something. Would you say Halo is paid to win because of the packs?
Essentially, on how you earn the credits, it's still free, unless you put money in your account and you buy it. Then yeah, you're paying.
Right.
But every time you do Warzone, and all
But is
that,
it to
I say,
win, though?
It's still free. Even if you lose, you don't get points. You just don't get as much. You don't get double what you need to.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
you still get
Because
a lot of things free.
you know that a guy who does reviews called Angry Joe. I love that man, by the
Mhm.
way. He's funny.
Yeah.
I enjoy his
Good guy.
reviews.
Love his reviews. Very good guy.
I disagreed when he said Halo 5 was pay to win because you could essentially put money on your Xbox, get your credit card, and just buy all the gold packs that you want.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, what you get in gold packs is either weapons or
Mhm.
armor.
Or armor. You get both. Both
And
of
if
it's
you
for
have
free.
armor, the armor doesn't do anything for your class, your character. It doesn't boost health. It doesn't make you have more damage for armor. It's just cosmetics. It's looks.
It's looks, yeah. Exactly.
So if a person wants to waste $100 or $200 on a whole bunch of armor or try to get armor, then power to them. It's a waste of money to me personally, but more power to them. But when you go into Warzone, where the packs do matter of what tanks you get, what things like that, you still
Mhm.
have to
Yeah.
get up there. So if you're playing a good game, and you're already got, what is it called, ranks 9 or something like that, Rex?
Or, platinum, diamond, yeah.
No, like on Warzone, you have to get the green octagon things, and they're like 1, so you can only use 1 Rec.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what they call
Actually-
Rec. So yeah,
Yeah.
you still have to get to that point to get that Oni tank, or that Oni Wasp.
Yeah, you have to earn kills and that boost your rec points, and once you get to which is max is 9, you can get pretty much anything, any rec.
Right. So
That you have.
it's not. It's like, so someone who spends $100 on Halo a day or whatever, they may get all the weapons, but they have to get to that point to use them, because I think Rec 1's weapons, they're not anything special, right?
Say again?
Rec 1, weapons for that are level 1s, you can't really, they're nothing too OP.
Yeah, they're nothing really too OP, and it really doesn't.
It's
there's
when you
really
get to
a s-
Rec 4.
Rec 4, Rec 5 is when you start getting, weapons that you can get skill. The main reason I see is, once you keep getting your kills, you unlock better weapons that you're acquainted with and you know how to use in firefight.
Right. So it's just fun, to play, and I don't think it's pay to win at all. And I think clans are fun as long as communities don't take it too seriously. And it's a gamble when you go in a clan, because
is.
it's all about what's a right fit for you and
Yeah.
all that. And there's nothing wrong. I know Mr. Oni, he can't really say there's nothing wrong being a Sahini clan person or or anything like that, because he has to go deal with these people, so he probably doesn't want more work for him on his desk.
Yeah.
He's not saying, hey,
don't go join it. I'm saying, hey, essentially join a clan that you love that fits. You'll be in the Halo community.
Right.
You'll just be on a different side of me, and hopefully you don't see me coming for you.
Right.
Because that would be bad.
Now, if you wanna like give him a lot of paperwork so he doesn't come after you, I mean that's the way to go. Like it's like, man, I just want to get on the field. Did you do your homework yet? No, damn it, Oni, leave me alone. Like I'm just trying to.
Because essentially, I'll tell you, when I get files, it tells me everything about the gamer, the personality, how they play, what their favorite weapons are. We get information on these guys, and then, we get a lot of information. I get about like 4 to 5 pages sent to me on Discord.
Seriously? What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder what my file would say. Like.
I got your file, dude. I was actually looking on it when I met you.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was checking out your file. I was saying like, oh, he's got.
What does it say?
Well, you see, there's nothing wrong. It says you were almost tagged as insurrectionist by accident, fault of jackass Oni. That's honestly what it says, because the Oni boss was quite unhappy with the work of that guy, what he did, and
I wonder it was because of Sitcom. Or Snow. It's one of those two.
It's because you had the same gamer tag as other people, so they kind of they thought they were going to tag you as insurrections, but you weren't. You were never tagged. You're good. Your file's clean.
Yeah.
But
so
if
did
you
they say about
join,
me being Spartan 2s and 4?
Oh yeah, I got your files of you being Spartan 2s, Spartan 4s. It tells me that you've been there. You've had experience, prior clan experience with that.
So
I can get my hands
personality is. Yeah, like I'm curious. Like I wonder what they say, because like for
your
me,
personality.
Like, I always. Yeah, what did they say?
They
for that
said
shit? Like,
you are a quiet, dark place person. You like the dark.
Quiet,
you
dark.
like to not be seen.
That's true, because I get like that's kind of true, but it's a little more crazy than anything. I can't tell you, like we had the army set up underground, the base. I guess you can say, like we had an
incident
elevator.
where you blew a phantom out of the sky with like 15 rocket shots. You've missed like half of them. Yeah, I remember that. Was on Halo Reach.
I never played Halo Reach, so what's up with that?
Oh,
I never played Halo Reach.
Sorry, Halo 5. I'm getting confused.
Ah, sure. Remember, you don't have to make up things,
No. There's files on here and everything. I just get confused between, because I play a lot of Halo Reach too. I have to go back there and check everything out, because there's still clans on Halo Reach. Essentially, there's still.
Right.
But then I have a guy who works on Halo Reach for me, and he takes out people I need to take out on Reach.
Ah, I see. Because it's just I can say this story. This was funny. So when you're doing clan raids, you have to see. It almost becomes Call of Duty at that point, because you really don't have time to really look and see the gamer tag of your allies, But you still got to do it, make sure there's no friendly fire.
Yeah, you got to check tags.
But like for like new player, it kind of gets crazy, because you don't want to mistake someone that's an ally that's actually a bad guy, because I can't tell you how many times playing on Sitcom we're doing raids and I'm running with this dude, and I look over, I'm like, oh, I've seen his gamer tag before. I wonder if he, and I realized, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But like we're not killing each other. I was like, I'm just gonna see how this plays out.
Yeah. But essentially, guys, us, me and King talking about clans and lore. If you guys want to hear the lore on June, I will tell you that next time in another video. It'll be all about, who I became as June, why I became it.
Yeah.
For certain reasons, there's always details about that. And that'll be a story for another time, guys. But for so on,
But do you gotta get going?
Nah, I just want to end it there. But like I said, guys, that's some clan experience, clan lore that I've experienced with. So is King of Games of Halo. And guys, all I gotta say is join a clan that fits you. Just hopefully you don't show up on my desk one day. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. Have a good day.
And
guys.
for me, guys, if you want to join my clan, which is a clan of all games that we all try to get along and play with, we pretty much try to do our own thing. I do have a Halo clan. I'm still working on the name, probably King's Nation, something like that. We probably won't show up on Mr. August's desk. Maybe, I don't know.
Mr. June's desk.
Mr. June's Jet. Oh, I said August, did I?
Yeah.
Wrong month.
Yeah.
Mr. June's death. I don't know who August is, but June's death, you know.
When we're
we
advised,
might
don't
do
kill
those,
those
though.
divisions, no killing UNC personnel. I just call you together. I'd just start a UNC clan for your own safety from us. I'd say that.
Yeah.
I'd go with that.
Yeah, guys. We'll play it by ear. We'll probably make someone like not like head leader, but like second in command that really controls everything. Who knows about the lore and operatives? Because I don't, so I'll have to like get someone on that so they know.
Yeah.
And if he fucks up, we'll just send him to Oni and be like, he told us to do this, and we're just following that.
Nah,
Have
just
you ever
send them
done
to
that
me.
before though?
Hmm?
Have you ever done that where like you have that? Actually, that's a good question. I know you wanted to end it, but like, have you ever like been in a situation where people who were under their commander, you know, who were like their clan leader was insurrectionist or the leader of the squad was, but people didn't really know that they were being insurrectionists and what they were doing was wrong? Have you ever dealt with that before?
I actually have on multiple occasions, and I've sorted that out.
How does
properly.
Oni deal with that?
Certain Oni can either kill all of them and say, hey, they were
Yeah.
just tagged as insurrectionists, or, they can be the actual real Oni like us. And I diffused the situation. I took out the leader of the squad. One time, I actually
Because at the
had
end
to.
of the day, it's just the squad following commanders, right? And
Yeah.
you can't really
Yeah,
disobey.
and, you really can't disobey. You're kicked out of the friends group, and you could lose a lot of friends. And that's why people fear, and they're
Right.
like, oh, some people are new to the clan experience, and they don't know what insurrectionist means, and they join the clan.
Or
And then once they find
what
out what
it
it
is to get
means
that.
and what they do, and then they're just on the wrong side, and then they're on that side of the community, and then our side just has to deal with them. And then I've
Right.
saved people. I put them in actual good UNC clans. I've actually had about two to three guys I still talk to who joined an insurrectionist clan, which they didn't know what insurrections meant. Now they're in UNC clans. They fight against insurrectionists, and they're very well-known Spartans and friends of mine.
All right. Next time, guys, we'll probably talk about protocol and like what's the right way. Because I'm pretty sure not just any clan can just hop on in to an insurrection. There has to be like some type of coordination thing, right?
There's always got to be. You always have to have at least
There's-
a leader coordinating you. If you're not coordinated, y'all gonna die right there on the battlefield. That's why there's leaders.
Well, not
in
even
place
that.
to
Just
help
like
you.
make sure it's okay to go in, right? Like the get
Oh yeah,
the green light.
You gotta get the green light because you don't know how many members could be in there. You don't know how tough their players are. Could be a variety
Right.
of things to come.
And the clan leader has to get. Doesn't the clan leader have to get like the green light too?
The clan leader
to do
has
shit
to
like that?
essentially get you the green light, or whoever's put in charge of that.
Right. So we'll probably next time we'll probably just talk about protocol and things like that.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll bring up some more protocol, and then one time we might do a lore history of Noble Team or me, June.
Yeah.
So until then, I'll see you guys on the battlefield.
This has been King of Games 80 on Kings Nation talking about Halo clans and how great Halo is. I'll catch you guys later on the flip side. I hope you guys had a fantastic day.